Yo, what's happening, Raider Nation? It's your boy Soto here. You know what it is. Raiders versus the world. Talked about the team that the world loves to hate, your Las Vegas Raiders. Okay, one of the biggest upgrades, all right, from last season is Geno Smith at quarterback. A lot of people may not think so. A lot of people were like, oh, I really like Aiden O'Connell. He's just having me getting the chance and all this stuff. Yeah, I like Aiden O'Connell too, but I'm realistic about who he is. I really do think Geno Smith, the way he plays, not only his physical ability, but his mental ability and his football IQ and just how smart and how controlled he plays when he has a good team around him, it's night and day. Night and day. When he has a running game and he has an offensive line that's going to give him a little bit of time, this dude is going to carve up defenses. I'm telling you guys, there's a reason why tape lovers love watching tape of Geno Smith. This guy is going to produce at a high level, I believe. Barring injury, this guy's going to be one of the guys that's going to lead us to a lot of wins this season. We're going to take a listen to his presser from training camp. But before we do, I want to make sure everyone please like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do. And it's the bare minimum you can do to support the channel besides doing nothing, just watching the video. I do appreciate that, just like I appreciate Geno Smith's game. Geno Smith is a guy that I think we're all going to fall in love with, not only but from the player he is, but the person he is. This is a dude that can really push forward and really just become one of the heads of Raider Nation. I like his whole vibe, right? He comes across as a calm, cool, collected dude. You know, he was interviewed when he was in Seattle, and they're like, "Oh, well, you know, you're a comeback, your big comeback player of the year." And he's like, "Yeah, man, they wrote me off, but I didn't write back." There was one, you know, the one I personally really liked the fire that he showed during when someone was kind of dogging him during the 7-on-7 tournament that he was coaching, and he's like, "Yo, that's why they pay me the big bucks." You know, like he wins. That's what he does. He talks after he wins, which is, you know, whatever. It's one of the things that I really like. I like the edge. I like the fire. I don't like the whole just ho-hum, oh, you know, shucks, guys. I don't like that. I like my guys to have a little bit of edge to them, because if they can back it up on the field, it's even better. Also, he was quoted saying, "I didn't come to Vegas to roll the dice. I came into Vegas to run the table." And that's the attitude that every single person needs to have. They need to go to this training camp ready to dominate, ready to get better every single day. And I think Geno Smith is the spearhead of that on the offensive side. So let's take a listen to Geno Smith's presser from training camp.
All right, guys, go ahead with questions for Geno.
Geno, you can't start without
back on the field with Pete.
Sorry.
How good do you feel to be back on the field with Pete?
It felt great to be back on the field, not just with Coach, but with all the guys. First day of training camp is always the funnest day, man. Just getting back out there, and I thought we had a really good practice. I thought guys were flying around. I thought it was a real good day.
Yeah, you can't start without starting day one. What were your impressions of it?
You know, I thought we did some really good things out there. I thought we were great at the line of scrimmage, used a lot of cadence, and overall, man, a lot to improve on. So, you know, it's just the first day. You know, we call it the acclimation day. So, really just getting back into it, and I thought guys did a great job. You know, practice felt smooth out there, and that's what you want.
Now that you've had a chance to kind of digest Chip Kelly's offense a bit more, what are some of the things that really stand out to you about how it kind of works to your strengths?
Yeah, I think Chip has done a great job, number one, with implementing his style of play. You know, we want to be tough. We want to be physical. We want to attack the line of scrimmage. He's doing a great job scheme-wise, putting us in position to make plays. You know, we got a lot of great weapons on offense, so he's putting the guys in positions to make plays. And you can see it out there from day one, man, just the guys who are touching the ball and, you know, getting in open space. And I think Chip's been doing a great job of just helping us get better, and it's only going to improve as we go.
You know, yesterday, Coach Carroll talked about the importance of having you be a leader on this team. When you're a guy that's coming in, being a newcomer to the team, only being around for a few months, how do you approach that as a player? You kind of earning the respect of the guys, even though you're somebody that's proving yourself in the league?
Yes, sir. You know, every day is about proving yourself, you know, and it's about, in this league, every day you got to prove yourself, not only to your guys, but to the rest of the league and to yourself. And so for me, you know, when you're coming to a new team, you know, you got to set the standard, set the example, and it's through hard work, you know. And so I wanted to make sure that my guys know that I was going to be here 100% of the time, going to put all the work in, going to maximize our resources, and, you know, just really put our best foot forward. And so for me, I think leadership is a natural thing. I'm not a big, follow me through example, and I just try to push myself, push the guys, and I let the rest handle itself.
You know, something Pete also said yesterday, you wanted to get these younger guys really acclimated to you and your game and compliment you. What are some things that you say to like an Ashton or a Jack or a Dante to really kind of help them get acclimated to your game?
I think repetition is always going to be the thing for me. The more we can get in the classroom together and I can talk to these guys and help them see what I'm seeing, the more I can talk protections with Ashton and allow him to continue to see the game and get faster with his processing, and then just getting out on the field. Going through it out there on the field, getting all the reps that we can, getting reps after practice, just doing all the extra little things that we can do to get better and get those guys up to speed. I think they've done a great job so far, but again, we still got a long ways to go.
So if you talk about that with some of the young receivers, you got a lot of rookies that are going to play a lot. Where's the line between teaching them what's expected, but also, hey, you've got to know what's expected because you're going to be in the game.
Yeah, I think those guys are doing a great job already, and it's definitely you got to be a pro. You got to be a pro. You got to know what you're doing. You can't get on the field if you don't know what to do. And a lot of these guys, like I said, these young guys are they've come right in and they just picked it right up and just been going with us. They're slowly becoming vets, and that's what we need. We're going to count on these guys. We need those guys to make plays. We're going to uplift them, and it's our job as vets to make sure they're ready. And so I take that personal, and I want to make sure all those guys do a great job.
Earlier this summer, or even in OTAs, I think you said something to the effect of, it doesn't matter how many years it's been, there's always areas you're trying to get better. What this training camp, what are some of those points of emphasis for you where you feel like you can make a lead? Man, I think it all starts with fundamentals for me, just being fundamentally sound, making sure that everything that Coach Olsen is coaching us to do, we're getting it done. And then for me, always completions. It's all about production. I'm always finding ways to get better, whether that's on the field or off the field. It could be leadership as well. I think Alex Guerrero has done a great job with me with just the leadership aspect and helping me continue to develop as a leader. And so every part of my game has to improve. I can't pinpoint one thing because I think that's it's kind of taken away from everything else. We work hard on this practice field, and we come out here to get better, and that's what I try to do.
What are your biggest impressions working with Ashton and Brock so far?
Great players. Ashton is a smooth, running back out of the backfield. We've seen what he can do, against contact and breaking tackles. And the thing that's, really impressing me is his ability to catch out of the backfield. He's a real natural in that aspect. And then I think Brock, man, he's an all-pro as a rookie. He's one of the better tight ends in the NFL. I can't get him the ball enough. I feel bad every time I don't throw him the ball. So, I'm just trying to make sure that I'm maximizing his ability, his talent, because that's going to help our team.
Geno, it's early, but what are your thoughts on the defense so far?
Man, ballers. Shoot. Think about all the guys we got, just the new acquisitions, along with the guys that have been on the team. We got a really, really great defense on paper, and I think those guys are going to come along really well. It's our job to push them and, attack them every day and, try and make them better, and they're going to do the same for us. So I think that, we got a really good defense, and I think, slowly but surely they're going to show that.
Gino, Pete said last year was a year of clarity for him and really valuable for him. Does he seem any different to you, or what have you seen from him? Has he learned anything?
Pete doesn't seem different at all. I'm pretty sure he's learned a lot. That's just the way that he is. He's always trying to improve, and I think, for me as, just a player, just seeing him, man, it's just great to see the energy that he continues to bring every single day. Our first team meeting was just jacked up, and guys are, just losing their minds in there. But Pete, he loves it, and I think he's only going to continue to get better as a coach because that's his mindset. That's the way he works.
Last two guys. Last two.
Gino, year 13 for you. You've been around some centers throughout your career. How do you develop that chemistry with a second-year guy in Jackson Powell?
We
were able to just kind of, sit down and talk, just get to know him as a person. Love that guy. He's an extremely hard worker. Him and Maxx are like tied at the hip. Those guys work every single day. It's about repetition with us. So a lot of film work, a lot of classroom work. And he's doing a great job already. But, for us, man, it's just about getting better each and every day and staying focused. I think he liked it. He told me he liked it.
Last question, guys. Last question.
Pete said yesterday he already has expectations to win a lot of games, not just improve upon last year's win total, but have a winning record. Are your expectations already in line with Pete's too, already in training camp?
Yes, sir. As a great man once said, just win, baby. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to win, and again, it's about what we do every single day, winning habits, creating a winning mentality. That's something we're doing already, and so we just got to take it one day at a time, one step at a time.
Thanks, Gino.
Thank you, guys.
Guys, we have two podiums up there.
All right, great listen there. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about when it comes to Geno Smith and what his role is on the team. one of the things that really stuck out to me is initially he's like, it was a really good day because we were able to get our cadence down. And that's something that a lot of people really don't think about. Like, yeah, you have to be able to snap the ball and without penalty, right? So those little victories, those little ways to find ways to get better, those little things that people really don't think about, and you're really focusing on the what's working for us. What are we doing well? That's a really interesting way. It just shows you just the mindset of Geno Smith and not letting anything slip through the wayside, because he knows how on point that everyone has to be in order for the team to be successful. After that, I really liked how we said about the young guys. About like, we have to, as veterans, we have to help these rookies become veterans, and we have to kind of pull them in and encourage them and help them along the way and help them grow, because we're going to need them. We're going to need them in the future. This is what Pete Carroll said. We're going to need these guys to make plays in the future. So what we do for them now, the foundation that we build from now, the stronger we can build this foundation for these rookies, the higher their structure is going to be as far as their playmaking ability going forward. So I really like the way that Geno Smith worded that, because it really took ownership of the progression and the growth of these rookies, playmakers that are going to be counted on a lot. Maybe not so much early in the season, but definitely later in the season to make big plays. Finally, the way that Geno Smith talked about winning. He wants to win. He's ready to come in. He comes in here and he's ready to go. He's ready to win. And one of those things that people talk about with Geno Smith is he's competitive. And one of the things that we need to look at when it comes to Geno Smith is he's going to expect a lot of his teammates because he expects a lot of himself. And it's not going to be a thing where he's going to call people out or get in their face and all this stuff, but he's going to really encourage these guys to be able to get on that level with him and to be able to push forward. And, he jokingly talked about how he feels bad when he doesn't throw the ball to Brock Bowers, but I think he's going to have plenty of weapons at his disposal in this offense going forward in 2025. All right, guys, that's my time for today. Really appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this video. It's an excellent way to support the channel. It's absolutely free to do. And it's the bare minimum you can do to support the channel, besides doing absolutely nothing, just watching the video. Guys, we're cruising right along. Training camp is on the way. Before you know it's going to be the season. I'm super pumped. I hope you guys are super pumped too. I'm doing my job here. I'm creating the content. I need you guys to do your job and go ahead and tell your friends, tell your haters, tell your mamas. I need you guys to tell everybody. Raiders versus the world's greatest thing going in Raider Nation today. All right, guys, that's my time. Until next time, everybody. Peace. Hey, Raider Nation. Thanks for watching. There's plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment. Make sure to subscribe and share to all your socials. It's the bare minimum you can do without doing absolutely nothing.